Ashura King Martis. Passive, Ashura's Wrath. Martis gains attack speed each time he uses a skill. This effect can stack up to 4 times and grant extra physical attack at full stacks. First skill, Ashura Aura. Martis unleashes Ashura Fangs in a fan-shaped area, gathering enemies to the middle while dealing physical damage and slowing them. Second skill, Mortal Coil. Martis strikes 3 times in the target direction, dealing physical damage and knocking enemies back. The direction can be changed once during the strikes. Use the skill again to perform an upward slash in the target direction, knocking enemies airborne while dealing physical damage. When using this skill, Martis is immune to control effects and takes reduced damage. Ultimate Decimation. Martis lunges at the target enemy hero, dealing physical damage or true damage if the target's HP is below 50%. Killing a target with the ultimate will immediately reset its cooldown and increase its damage, as well as Martis' movement speed. In the laning phase, initiate with Martis' first skill to gather enemies and slow them, then follow up with his second skill. Use his second skill again to stay on the enemy and knock them airborne, while stacking his passive, and continue to attack with basic attacks. In teamfights, engage using Martis' first skill to gather enemies and slow them, then use his second skill to deal damage and knock them airborne, and continue with basic attacks. Finish off enemies at low HP with his ultimate, then use the bonus movement speed and passive buffs to chain more kills with the ultimate. Martis is very good at chasing down enemies and getting kills, but he's less effective in the late game, so use his advantages in the early to mid game to maximize your lead. Upgrade Martis' second skill at level 1 and continue to prioritize upgrading it as his primary source of damage. Martis can use the first 2 strikes of his second skill to get close to the enemy, then use the second skill again to knock enemies in the opposite direction to make it harder for them to escape. Martis can alternate between his first and second skill to refresh the duration of his passive and extend his buffs. When a mark appears under an enemy, it indicates that Martis can immediately execute them with his ultimate. Hunter Strike is Martis' core piece of equipment because its movement speed bonus can be easily beat